What is going on, guys? It is Chris, back on the sticks. I am here with another Black Ops 2 commentary. Now, here's a quick little intro before I get into this. It's going to be a few things. One, I just watched the funniest fucking video ever. I was in a pretty not a great mood. And then I was like, okay, I need something to make me feel better. I'm going to watch Spoken Reasons. He had a new video out. It was funny as shit. And that just got me in a great mood. And as I thought about it, I was like, I'm in a great mood. Let me do a commentary now. So now I can finally do this commentary that I've been trying to do all today. But that's the first thing. The second thing is I'm going to try something a little different. Right now what I'm doing is I'm watching my video that I'm going to be commentating over while doing the commentary. And I should have done it, but the way my computer is, it's really slow and stuff. So yeah, I didn't really do that before, but I'm going to try and do it. Hopefully I can make commentaries that kind of relate to the gameplay as well, or just talk about the gameplay while doing the commentary. But let's get right into it. Now, this is a long capture the flag. And it does start out, in my opinion, a little slow, but it does pick up at the end, and it's a lot of surprises in it that I'll touch upon when it gets there. But this was a really good game, in my opinion, which will tie into the topic that I have in the second part of this video. So, the first thing I wanted to talk about was a week before today, if that makes sense. Yeah, a week ago from today, today being Monday, as I post this video, I got my letter from the school that I wanted to go to, the college. It was a private college, and by being private, the cost of tuition was a lot compared to what my mom made and what she would be able to provide for me for going to college. And so what I required to go to this college was something in New York we have is Say Yes to Education, which will basically state if we were in, well, for where I am, if you're in a Buffalo public school for a certain amount of time, they will give you they can give you a scholarship with the money for the tuition, that will cover the tuition. And for how long I was in a Buffalo public school, if I had gotten a Say Yes scholarship, it would fully cover my tuition. Now, for the private schools, it's different. And for the school that I applied to, there were only 10. So, at that point, if I didn't get that scholarship, then I wouldn't be able to go to that school. And the thing here, basically, it came that last week, Monday, my financial aid award, and it said that I received the Say Yes to Education scholarship. And I was not feeling it then, because at that point I was looking at it to make sure everything worked out and everything lined up pretty well. Sorry. And basically what I at that point I was really confused about what everything was saying, like everything the letter was saying. But basically, after I sat down and looked at it, it basically stated that it just covered the tuition for me going to that school. And as I'm looking at it now, I get to go to the school that I wanted to. And the financial barriers that were holding me from going to my first choice school have been lifted because of the Say Yes scholarship. And and there's a I guess there's a sense of pride and a sense of joy that I'm feeling because I was able to get this scholarship. And one of the things about it is you have to maintain a certain grade point average in order to keep it. You get it for all 4 years. It goes for 4 years. If you go more than 4 years, then I don't think they'll give you the scholarship. But it goes on. It goes for 4 years, and basically, what was I trying to say? It goes for the 4 years, and you have to maintain a certain grade point average to keep the scholarship. Now, at first, I was going to look up what the grade point average was that I had to maintain in order to keep the scholarship. And as I thought about it, there are two things that came up. One, it can't be basically the scholarship. I just not have to fail and do really bad in school. And two, me not knowing what the scholarship is beneficial for me. And I say this because if I know what the grade point average is that I have to maintain, then that's going to be set as my my benchmark. This is going to be like the minimum that I'm going to strive for. And as I'm making this transition in life, I don't want it to get to the point where I don't want it to get to the point where I am doing this just to maintain a certain grade. I want to put in my best effort, and me not knowing the benchmark means that I just have to do the best that I can. But to make a long story short, I'm going to college. I am really happy that it is not going to be such a financial burden for me to go to college, and I'm really excited to be able to do this. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is on the gameplay side. As you're seeing this game right now, you might have missed it, but it started off as a 4v4 capture the flag on slums, and then in the second round, our teammate, his connection is, I don't know what's wrong with it, but what it does is it times out randomly, and this was one of those random times that his connection timed out. We left it 3v4, and we're getting beat up pretty badly. And there's a reason why I used this, and as you can see here, we just got the police car spawn trap, and I'm glad I was able to get out of it. But as you can see, I picked this gameplay primarily for something that is going to happen later, and I'm going to wait for that to happen before I let you guys know what it actually was. But I had this thought that went in my mind, and I thought about it in terms of the gameplay that you see on YouTube. You basically have 3 types of gameplay. You have pub stomping, you have the competitive gaming side, and then you have the zombie players. And for some reason, I thought of this because there was a channel that I went to, and I think one of the focuses on his channel was having gameplay commentary with outstanding games. And as I thought about it, and as I played games on my account, in my honest opinion, I feel like a lot of quote-unquote beast gameplays are subjective. I don't think that they don't exist. but they're not what I would say. They're not my preference, and as you're gonna see here, this is the point that I wanted to bring up. I go super clutch at the end, and I built up a lot of points, and I'm just gonna leave it up to your guys' imagination and patience to figure out what's gonna happen now. But basically, the thing is, with gameplay, with Beast gameplay, I'm not saying that it doesn't take. I'm not trying to get at it that it doesn't take skill to get Beast gameplays, because it does. I posted, I think it was like a 60 some odd kill. It was a high kill game with a nuclear and a lot of unstoppable metals in them. Sorry guys, I'm having trouble articulating, but I had that gameplay, and even though I was playing recruit bots, if I were to try to get that gameplay when I first started playing in Modern Warfare 2, that wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have even been able to get that. So yes, it does take skill to be able to pub stomp, but I think it's a little more interesting to see players play at the top tier rather than just playing regular pub players, people who might not be as experienced in the game. And I love pub stomping as much as the next guy. I can pub stomp, but in terms of what's interesting to watch, I think, in my opinion at least, I like seeing games that are close and competitive, and I think that those gameplays not only take more skill, but in the long run are much more interesting to watch. And as I'm thinking about this now, I don't know what the point of that entire thing, but that entire spiel was, but I think that was just me explaining the type of gameplays that I like to see. But this game is over. It was a really close game. It ended up evening out in players that we have. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Chris, and I'll see you guys later. See you.